I'm thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bar.
Fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Real niggas run out of breath too. You know what I'm saying? I can admit that. I'm not perfect, but I'm getting better.
We love you, mama. Yeah. Rich Homie, baby. Anytime, family. Let's go Koya. Koya don't play by her brother. Yeah, you know I know. Nobody don't know.
Shift to your right. Shift around to your right. Shift around to your right. Shift around to your right. You gotta shift around to your right.
Adele.
Now unless you on cloud 10, under a rock, how you in the motherfucking word? What's good, y'all? It's yours truly. Once again, HeartBreak Ace. Familiar with my content or not, hit that like, comment, subscribe so the algorithm gets breaking content every time I upload. Cause the algorithm already know not to play today. Y'all read the title. So we gonna salute my boy, Rich Homie Quan. Cause even if he passed, dog, we still gotta let him know that he said he be feeling like the man when he walk through. He ain't studying what you saying when he walk through. So algorithm, make sure the people get these videos, man. And salute my boy Rich Homie Quan. In love and memory. Before I have to really, you already know, hold your eye. But nah, all jokes aside for real, yo. Like I said, you read the title, man. And today was a beautiful day, you know. Unfortunately, had to put Rich Homie Quan to rest. His funeral was today. And a lot of people came, a lot of his family members, celebrities, because some of them, they was real tied to him, close to him. Like DC Young Fly, as the title says. And they just embraced around each other and they just gave all of their emotions and feelings and they just spilled them out there. And it was just good to see, man, you know. We already know that he met his untimely demise, Rich Homie Quan. And just shout out to the Lamar family, yo. Just salute to everybody that was out there that showed love. I mean, it's, you know, even Boosie and Rollo, which got beef with each other, they put their beef aside just to attend the funeral. So it was a beautiful thing. It really was. So, you know, without further ado, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much on this one. We just gonna, you know, I'm gonna just show y'all some scenes from the funeral. In love and memory of my boy Rich Homie Quan. Now, we ain't spinning the block for real. Cause I should know better to even be out here right now at my boy's funeral. But if he is, y'all let me know. Let's spin the block.
Doing. Pastor, I ain't gonna be long. I see it on your face. You like, what I'm here for? First off, we want to say God is the greatest. All right. And when I talk with passion. So I want y'all to bear with me. Listen closely. Mama. I call you mama. We've been introduced since 2003. Big bro. So, you know, it's real family. Corey, what's going on? Y'all gave us an icon. Y'all gave us a legend. You know, we all on borrowed time. So the things that he accomplished while he was here, we want to let y'all know that we're going to continue on his legacy. And even through the small amount of time, it made a big impact. You understand? And I know he's the head of the household, and a lot of people in here is probably questioning. Now, there's two ways to ask questions. The first way to ask questions is you're asking because you're trying to learn the knowledge so you can apply it to future understandings. And the second way to ask questions is you're questioning because you want to question the reasoning for what's going on. And the second way of questioning can be disobedience. So we always have to go with the first way of how we ask questions. Not why is this happening? Not why is this happening to me? No, we have to ask God, what is the purpose? What is the lesson? How do I apply this to my future understanding? Because this is the end. He's at peace. One day we too shall do this. He's still leading. He said, I got to go to see what's going on. But as you can see, I'm still leading. You shall follow. So at the end of the day, y'all, Mom, I want to let you know, because we talked yesterday. And when we talked yesterday, I was just observing, and I want you to know that you are being obedient. The way you spoke, your energy, the way you talk, your head. Corey said it yesterday. She said, I'm going off how my mama going. But how you moving, Mom, is how we supposed to move during these times. Because all the morals and the doctrines, this is the only time that we really apply it. When we hurt Job. Everybody go read the book of Job. Just read the book of Job. He took everything from Job. He kept snatching everything from Job. And Job, like every Christian that, everybody like, I put so much good into the world. Why so much bad coming to me? He like, what? I ain't really been bad to nobody. I just want to talk to him. I want to ask him why. Why he doing this to me? God looked at him and said, who you talking to? Why not you? This is the time for you to praise my name. This is the time for you to tell the other people through the midst of pain, I'm the one that's giving you the strength, fool. So when people think you crazy, Mom, you ain't crazy. You being obedient. And I'm here to tell the family, big bro, sir, it's time to be obedient. It's time to take charge. Because I know the twilight zone is real, but guess what? It's real. This is the real. And I understand the pain. This is a familiar pain. And I'm here to tell you as a soldier, I'm strapped up with you. I'm ready to fight with you. You understand? So continue to be a leader to the family. Listen, it ain't over with, y'all. It ain't over with. He did what he was supposed to do. We all on borrowed time. Nobody in here know how they gonna leave. But when you leave and we meet our maker, we want to make sure, hey, wasn't I obedient? Didn't I do the best I could? So we're going to keep his name alive, and I want to tell the family, I love y'all, and I'm here with you forever. Keep God first, everybody. Quan, I love you, big bro. You a legend.
All right, y'all, we back. A little quick swerve, man. It wasn't too long, like 5-10 minutes. But I just had to stop it just to let you know. Even though he's not the brother, mother, anything like that, I wanted to put him first because that was just like words of encouragement, inspiration. And you ever heard the saying, say the best for last? Well, in my opinion, the best for last will only be his family members. So I got his siblings, and they had what they had to say and how they felt about Rich Homie Quan. And I felt like they kept it genuine and real. Even though like the sister might have had 8 words written, I don't feel like it was scripted. It was just she didn't want to forget exactly what she said. And that was a beautiful thing that DC Young Fly did. He tried to keep a little humor in with it because they trying to like celebrate. And I know it sounds cliche a lot, but really, man, when people pass away, don't just mourn them and be sad. Like, I don't think they would want that. It's okay to be hurt and sad for a minute, but don't make the funeral actually be a funeral. We want to take him to his site where he gonna rest, and I want him to have a good memory, or her, whatever the case may be. You know, our family members still can be looking, especially my spiritual beliefs, they still around. So don't And I know it'd be hard. I can imagine. We gotta try our best to just keep lifting each other. So I just thought that was a beautiful thing that DC Young Fly did. He tried to keep the humor, and he really showed his relationship with the family. And he ain't stay there too long. Because, I mean, you don't want to overdo it doing this. He gave a little bit of slight light jokes. And they understood what was going on. It was very great words of encouragement. So, of course, after we saw that, I'm going to let you hear what his brothers had to say. So you already know what we doing. The out wasn't on the block. He knew better. But I still have to make sure. Let's spin the block again.
By extension, Lamar. If you know Quan, you know his motto was fam first, right next to that's right too. My dad, Corey Lamar, came into my life when I was 3 years old, which means at 3 years old, I gained a brother. Well, 2, but I wouldn't meet Duke until later. Quan and I always had a unique bond. I never would have imagined that my brother would blow up to be a global icon and legend. This is the same person who would ask me to call my mom and our dad while they were on a date night to see if he could use the car to go get me McDonald's. I never asked for McDonald's, and I don't think he was coming back with food, but they already told you about his women. This is the person who told me and Duke we were just playing boot camp in the basement, just so he could turn the treadmill up to 15 and watch us fly off. I still have the scars on my back to prove it. This is the same jokester who hid behind my parents' door for God knows how long just to jump out and terrify the crap out of me so that I could go running, screaming, and crying into my dad's arms. I never would have guessed that same brother and jokester would have such a major impact on hip-hop culture, black culture, Atlanta, and the world. But he did. I remember when Quan first blew up, I was 16. My dad had just bought me a silver convertible Beetle. I would ride up the hill to Mays High School with the top dropped to type away. Rain, sleet, hot, cold, snow, it did not matter. While I always thought he was talented and it was cool to have a brother who was a celebrity, he was never Rich Homie Quan to me, just my brother. I take comfort in the fact that the last conversation we had 2 days before he passed, we were starting to plan our dad's 55th birthday celebration in Miami. The last words he said to me were, "I love you, sis." We never think about the mortality of our siblings, our parents, grandparents, and other elders, maybe. But a brother at 34, never. My lesson in this is make sure you hold your loved ones tight and tell them you love them often, so that when God calls them home, you're at peace knowing the relationship y'all had, the love y'all shared, and that they're resting easy with God in heaven. Until we meet again, I love you, Quan.
Greetings. How everybody doing today? A little quiet in here, ain't it? I'm not here to talk about no memories. I'm just speaking. Progress. The verb definition of progress is to move forward or onward in a space of time. Your life was the definition of progress, big brother. The good work that was put in day by day didn't go unnoticed. I can promise you that. When becoming a man, we must become uncomfortable with being comfortable. We must become comfortable with being uncomfortable. I apologize. You was a testimony of that. Your life was built brick by brick with many troubles along the way, but count your blessings and not your troubles was the cornerstone of it all. We all appreciate your life. It gave us light that can never be duplicated. As crazy as it sounds, life isn't fair, but that's what makes it fair for us all. Now, family, as Frederick Douglass once stated, without struggle, there's no progress. And right now, we're going through a very tough struggle. We must embrace the situation in one another. Iron sharpens iron, so we may bend, but breaking is not an option. If you didn't have a reason before, you got one now. And know a journey of 1,000,000 miles begins with one single step. Rest easy, big brother.
Let me go first.
Hey, y'all. I don't really have too much to say, but the world knows I love my brothers. My brothers, the world knows. I just want to say thank you.
I always bragged about him from his very first song to his last one. I was his biggest fan. Whoever he went against, I went against with him. Wherever Dre wasn't, I was. From the west side to the east side, they know me. From being Quan Crazy sister. So to everybody, I just want everybody to, if this was the message, thank you, and to my family, we gonna get better. And to them kids, I'm TT. I'm gonna forever be TT. To my brother Dre, I love you. Everybody on this front line, I love you. Second line and third line. To everybody that traveled with him, thank you for protecting him and bringing him back home for one. Bringing back home one. Back to my mom. Ma, I got you. Ma, I got you. Thank y'all.
I never really prepared anything to say to my brother in a casket, so I'm just gonna go. I lost my dad in 21, so to lose my brother in 24 is just, it's the hole is deeper. So to keep going forward for the kids and myself, I ain't gonna say it's gonna be easy, but I don't know how to fail. I wasn't raised on failure. I wasn't raised on quitting. My mama showed me how to love. My daddy taught me strict behavior and taught me how to get up when I fall. And Corey taught me the same things, and he also taught us how to hustle. So if we don't know how to do nothing else, we know how to keep going. You feel me? So it's hard, and we never had these discussions. Like, me and Quan would talk about everything. We never planned on talking about planning our funerals for each other. So, like, this is still unbelievable. I feel like flies. I don't want to accept it, but I have to, I don't know, my brother, he hurt me with this one. He hurt me, man. But to see him grow and to know, like, we started this from a karaoke machine. Like, my brother made his own beats. He recorded himself. He learned how to do all that with no school, like, I would be outside playing sports and he'd be in the house on the computer. It's just what he was. He perfected his craft, and I stood there and I watched him grow every day, every night. I traveled with him everywhere. He took us from around 285 to flights to Dubai. In 2014, I traveled the world with a passport. Like, since I was a child, my mama always made me walk to the bathroom with my brother, and he was the oldest. I could be mid-bite, like, get up, you better go follow him to that bathroom, So I was always his protector, even though he was the oldest, I always walked through them doors first. And he has now opened up doors for this family, for us to continue and be better than what we were yesterday. So I want to applaud him and tell him that I appreciate him from taking me from 285, Old National, to the east side, to endless flights, from instant oatmeal and cereal to continental breakfast. And from continental breakfast to personal chefs. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went from apartments, sometimes no hot water, man. Like, we didn't stop.
Fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas run out of breath too. You know what I'm saying? I can admit that. I'm not perfect. But I'm getting better.
Alright, y'all, we back. Wasn't too long. too much longer than I already had, you know? Just let them mourn in peace and celebrate in loving memory.